the Israelites who were camped outside. Well, God said to Joshua, I'm going to give you this city. What I want you to do is I want you to get 7 priests with 7 ram's horns. And I want you to get the Ark of the Covenant and put that in line behind the 7 priests. And get the men of war and have them march in front of the 7 people, and 7 priests, and behind the 7 priests. And I want you to march around the city for 7 days. For the first 6 days, I want you to march around the city one time. No one saying a word. Just marching, and the 7 priests blowing their horns, marching around the city one time. And then go back to camp. So Joshua told the people, God's going to give us the city. We need to, this is what he told us he wants us to do. He wants us to march around the city 7 times. For the first 6 days, he wants us to march around the city one time. No one saying a word, the 7 priests blowing the 7 ram's horns with the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, though, he wants us to march around the city 7 times. The same way, no one saying a word, just marching around the city, blowing the ram's horns and everyone else quiet. And when I tell you to shout, God said, I'm going to say shout, and you all shout, and the walls of the city are going to just come down and we can take over the city. So that's what they did. They came out, and he chose the 7 priests with 7 ram's horns, and the men of war were in the front and were in the back. And they marched around the city for 6 days. They got up and they marched around one time. And then on the 7th day, they got up early and they came out and they marched around the city one time, blowing the horns, everyone quiet. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. And on the 7th time around, Joshua said, shout! And they shouted, and the walls of the city came down and they took over the city. This is a true story from God's Word.